Hello everyone. I know this is a bit of a different video than what I normally do, but on the day this video is released, January 18th, 2025, the second anniversary of my first mod, Doki Doki 12 Hours, occurs. I'm gonna go through the mod now and give a little bit of information about the backstory, about some references, and some mistakes that are within it. Of course, it won't be perfect since it's my first mod, but it's a pretty good mod to some people. So just for a little bit of backstory, the whole reason I even made the mod in the first place was because I was awake in the middle of the night one night, and I just couldn't get the phrase 12 hours out of my head. And so I was like, I can do something with that. And so the next morning I woke up, probably around 6 because I had school still, and I just started writing things down. And that's where 12 hours comes from. So, with that little bit of exposition out of the way, I guess it's time to start the mod. "12 hours. What can someone do with 12 hours? I can barely figure out what to do for 5 minutes, but 12 hours? What am I gonna tell the girls? What am I going to tell the girls? I don't think I could tell them. Not now. All I want to do is spend time with them. Even if I spent time with each girl starting right now, I would have... Let's see. Only 3 hours? I sigh. My emotions can be dealt with later. I need to be with them. I can feel myself involuntarily pacing around my room. How can I do this? How is anyone supposed to do this? If only I didn't know what was happening. It's funny. Sayori once asked me that, if it was possible, would I want to know how much longer I had left to live? Back then, I'm sure I would have answered yes to her question. Morbid curiosity, I suppose. But in reality, it's hell knowing just how little time I have left. Where I thought I would feel relief, I actually feel misery. Whatever. I may as well put the day in motion. Carpe diem, as they say. I need to make a plan. First and foremost, I need to see Sayori. She's been my best friend for as long as I can remember. Probably even longer than that. I pull my phone out of my pocket while marveling at just how well I feel for someone who won't live until tomorrow. I move the device to my ear and wait for the rings to end. Come on, Say. Please pick up.
Jack, do you know how early it is?
It's so good to hear a voice again, even if it's through yawns. I look at the clock and see that it says 12:03 p.m. I smile. Hey, Sayori, we should hang out today. It's been a while. Sayori's voice perks up and sounds like she'd been awake for hours.
Yeah, see you in 5 minutes. Bye.
She's so happy and innocent. I just hope I can give her one last good day before I go. I rush to get ready. I can't believe this is happening to me. There are just some things in life that you can't account for, like a sick parent or a mugging. And then there's the mother of all bombshells. The fact that you're running out of time. Time is the one thing that we have the least of. I wipe my eyes. Have I been crying? I hadn't even noticed. Oh well, I can't keep stalling like this. I need to see her one last time. She should be ready by now. I lock my door behind me and walk the short distance between our houses. I feel a sense of dread welling up inside of me. There's this nagging voice in the back of my head. Maybe I shouldn't. Sayori would understand, right? Oh, who am I kidding? I can't do that to her. She deserves better. Crossing her walkway, I bring my fist up to knock on her door. There isn't even the opportunity to knock twice before Sayori opens it.
Hi, Jack. Are you ready for a fun day?
My best friend smiles at me with a childlike wonder in her eyes. Every time I see her, even if it's just for a single moment, all of the troubles in the world seem to disappear. If only she could truly make all of my troubles go away. I can't believe that I'm really about to leave her alone. I love Sayori to pieces. I can't just do that. What kind of cruel, unfeeling higher power did this to me? I've been dealt the worst hand in this game of poker that we call life, and now others have to deal with that reality.
Jack? Hello? Is anybody home?
Oh, right. Yo. Sayori smiles at my gaffe while rushing beside me. It's a little surprising how enthusiastic she is. She's happily skipping along, humming some random song. Thank goodness she doesn't know what's really going on. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous. I'm also grateful that she doesn't know. That would absolutely crush her.
So, what are we gonna do today?
I was thinking about, maybe the park?
Yes, let's go!
I figured that's how she would react. God, it's been ages since I've even thought about the park. I remember how our parents would always take us to the park when we were younger so we could wreak havoc and have all sorts of misadventures. We'd run around searching for buried pirates' treasure or build a rocket ship to go to space. Sarah and I always begged for 5 more minutes, our parents agreeing begrudgingly. Years of laughter and shouts of joy play in my head. Of course, as time went on, we would gradually lose interest in the park and childish things like playing pretend. Looking at it now, there's something funny about that. I've spent the past few years thinking I was way too mature to go to the park or be creative. Leave that to the little ones, you know? But right now, I don't think there's anything else I'd rather be doing. I just want to hang out the park and have fun with my best friend, just like when we were younger. Sarah's happily bouncing alongside. She really hasn't changed from being the little girl that was excited to have a best friend with her all the time. I wonder if she's thought about the park or her childhood a lot. I could go days without thinking of it, only to have memories play on loop the next. It's hard to believe that this will be her last memory of our time at the park. No! I can't keep thinking like that. If I'm going to go with a smile, damn it! Even if it kills me! Well... Okay, maybe that's a poor choice of words. But this will be a day she remembers. It's a nice day outside, especially since it's been non-stop raining for the past few days. At least, the weather doesn't make this day any worse than it already is. Sayori's mostly silent on the walk to the park, which is a little unsettling since she usually hates the quiet. I guess I could start a conversation so she doesn't have to. Hey Sayori, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, Jack. Just trying to wake up a little more.
I'm shocked, Say. You? Tired? Never. Sayori stops for a second, seemingly catching on to what I'd said. She whirs around to face me, clearly distraught by my egregious betrayal. Oh, the humanity!
Hey! That's really mean, Jack. I'm not always tired. Just most of the time.
I wince. I feel a little bad for making fun of her for that. I know she can't help it, but at least she started therapy recently, which has helped her in that regard. She was prescribed antidepressants, which seemed to be good for her. She seems a lot happier than she used to, at least more genuinely. I'm happy for her, but I can't help but feel guilty for not being able to do more to help her. She tells me that I help her enough, but I just feel like I could have done more. It's cruel. Even if I had all the time in the world, I still wouldn't have been able to do anything to help her. It'll take a long, long, long time, and that's the one thing that I don't have. There's a lump in my throat. My own mortality is getting in the way of me and my best friend. This isn't fair! Sarah and I had already made plans for after school. Hell, the whole club had plans. Why'd this happen to me? Why, out of everyone on the planet, did it have to be me? Huh? I'm pulled out of my thoughts by Sari running ahead of me, squealing like a child.
Come on, Jack! Catch me if you can! You're it!
The sounds of my childhood beckoned me forward. I start running towards my best friend, reaching out in vain as I try to tag her. When we were younger, I was always the king of tag. No one could outrun me and no one could get to me. It seems I'm still great at tag because I reach my friend with little effort.
Hey! That's not fair!
Sari calls out to me, but that falls on deaf ears. I must win. This is my domain. She chases me round and round, but I'm always one step faster. Seeing her try so hard to get me is always funny. We're both laughing, the joy of childhood thrilling us. It's been forever since I've been this happy, which is funny given my current circumstances. Wait, where is she? I turned back expecting to see my friend, but there's nothing but a wide open patch of grass. Sayori? She must have heard my call since she'd laughed from somewhere, but I still can't see her.
Nuh-uh, Jack! You have to come find me!
I should have guessed that you wanted to play hide and seek while you're here. This was one of her favorite games. She never really was the greatest at hiding, but I always played along, making her believe that she was the bestest hide-and-seeker in the planet, which was the self-proclaimed title. I'm very thankful that she never lost that childlike spark. Okay, Sayori, I'm coming to find you! I meander around, casually checking every single one of her favorite spots as I go. I guess she's improved since our childhood. She doesn't seem to be there either. Every now and then she'll tease me, calling out from her hiding spot. I'll get her back for this vicious mockery, I swear it!
You're getting closer!
Her voice seems to be much louder on the side of the path. That's it! On one of our expeditions, we discovered a little alcove, which was a beautiful recessed area. We were dumbfounded by the view of the water and fell in love instantly. As the years went by, it became a second home to us. It's almost worth it to spend the last few hours here, but I can't do that to the others. I slowly approach the entrance, trying not to draw any attention to myself. I've got her now! She's giggling madly from the hideaway. She must think she's won. I step back from the entryway, counting myself down as if I actually had everything planned to a millisecond. 3, 2, 1. I rush into the clearing. This takes my coral-haired friend by surprise. I stop in the middle of the clearing, taken aback by the staple of my childhood. It's just how I remember it. Sora's distraught at my victory.
What? How are you able to find me?
I have the opportunity to be smug now, and you bet I'm taking it. I don't know. Maybe I've become the bestest seeker ever after years of being inferior to your hiding capabilities. I put on my best evil laugh and Sayori loses it. I I can feel myself doing the same, hoping that my laughs don't turn into coughs. I plop down next to my best friend, trying to catch my breath. That's funny. I'm never this out of breath, even after running around for a while. What's even funnier is that, in spite of that, I haven't felt this great in a long time. I can't help but wonder if she feels the same way. I don't even get the opportunity to ask before my friend speaks up.
I've missed this, Jack. We should come here more often.
Is that lump in my throat again? Yeah. Shari turns to face me. Her expression is more serious than I've seen from her in a long time. She asks a question that breaks my heart.
Do you think we'll be like this forever? The two of us coming here and having fun like this?
I can't possibly tell her now. That would ruin every good feeling that we just had. I have to think about what I say next very carefully. Until the end of time, Sayori. She sighs contentedly and leans on me sideways, the both of us staring silently out onto the water. This feels natural. If only this moment could last forever. The way the sun's rays bounce off the surface of the water creates a calming, endearing effect. It almost seems like the world is standing still, just for us to look at it. Look at the ongoing endless sea ahead of us. I want to sit here with her, watch life go by forever. But that's impossible. Time's cruel error marches on, not caring about who or what it hurts. My time will end soon, so I have to keep moving, running away from the inevitable. Rising from the bench with a yawn and a stretch, I face my friend. Hey, Say. I had a lot of fun today. But, I should probably get going. It's going to get pretty busy for me.
Oh, okay, Jack. I'm gonna go home and take a nap since somebody rudely woke me up early. Thanks for today. I loved it.
It's great to see her smile like this. At least I made her happy for the little while that I did. If there's anybody I want by myself when the day ends, it's definitely her above all else. That gives me an idea. Hey, you want to come over to my place around 10:30 tonight? There's something I want to talk about.
Sure. We can make it a sleepover. I'll bring snacks.
She trots ahead of me, sprinting back to the direction where we came with her usual smile and see you tomorrow. If only that were true, my friend. If only. Christ. If I keep this up, I'll be too depressed to do anything else. I stop. It just crossed my mind that I have no idea where to go or who to see next. Well, I guess I could... Huh? A call? My phone lights up to reveal a call from Natsuki. Well, I suppose my mind was made up for me.
Hey, Jack. I just got this new mixer for baking. You want to come bake with me or whatever?
That's funny. I was just about to ask you if you wanted to bake cupcakes or something.
Cool. Be ready in 10 minutes.
Well, that was easy.
Wait. 10 minutes?
That's way too soon. If I start running, I could... Feels like 1,000 knives are piercing my stomach all at once. Ouch. There's a pressing feeling in my lungs, like they're being pinched in. I hack my lungs up for the next few minutes. The fall must have caused me to start coughing little droplets of... blood? Damn it! You can feel like shit later, Jack. You need to see her now. After about 5 minutes of running, I make it back home. But that doesn't leave me a lot of time to clean up and get ready. Come on, man. Just take some medicine and you'll be fine. Deal with the pain when she leaves. Opening the cabinet quickly, I pull some meds out and down them with water. I can't help but cough again, causing a rough, sandpapery feeling in my throat. I spit into the sink. A faint set of knocks on the door tells me that there's no more time to waste. I wipe my mouth and head for the door. Stepping outside, I come face to face with Natsuki. She's slightly irritated about waiting.
Took you long enough. It's freezing out here.
Always pleasant to be yelled at right out of the gate. Sorry about that. I was taking some medicine when you knocked. Hearing that, a seldom seen expression comes across her face. She looks thrown off, almost concerned.
Oh. We don't have to do this if you aren't feeling well, Jack.
No. I searched my mind for an excuse. I just had a headache to take care of.
Okay.
She seems to buy it, but there's still a cautious look in her eyes. I hope she doesn't suspect that anything is off. That could mess everything up for the rest of the day. We walk inside and head directly for the kitchen.
This kitchen is a dump. How do you cook food in this thing?
Thanks, Nat. Always one to make you feel good about yourself. Honestly, I just usually microwave what I eat. I don't remember the last time I actually cooked food. I don't see what's wrong with the kitchen anyway. That seems to be the exact wrong thing to say. Natsuki casts daggers at me with her eyes. Let's just hope she never finds out about what Sayori eats on a regular basis. She turns back to the oven, clearing it off to make room for a series of bowls and mixes.
You have everything we need? Eggs? Milk?
Well, damn. You'd think she'd have asked these questions before coming over with all of her supplies. Thank goodness I just went to the store a couple of days ago. Angering Natsuki even further would sentence me to an even sooner demise. Let's try to avoid that for as long as possible. Yeah, check the shelf near the back. Natsuki calls back to me from the open fridge.
Got it. Could you come help me with the batter?
Man, I was hoping she wouldn't ask that. I feel like crap. But if it makes her happy, then who am I to refuse? I make my way to the oven to stand next to my pink-haired friend, trying as hard as possible to look as unfazed and unbothered as possible while my stomach is doing flips. What do you need me to do, your confectionery highness?
Let's see. I'm gonna need you to crack some eggs when I say.
Sounds simple enough. Natsuki turns back to the stove where she begins to add flour and salt into a bowl, followed by baking powder. I didn't even know I had baking powder. She takes another bowl and adds more ingredients than I care to keep track of. She seems to know what she's doing. Natsuki looks quite at peace when she's baking. Hey, I've got an idea! So, how about we invite the others over tonight and have a little get-together with the cupcakes as snacks?
You just read my mind, Jack. That's a great idea. I know, I'm a genius.
She smirks at me. So that solves one problem. Hopefully the others don't have any plans for the day. I wonder how they'd react to the news. Oh well. Natsuki told me she needed the eggs cracked, and by golly, I'm the best dang egg cracker in the whole dang universe, dang it! At least that's how it felt when she didn't yell at me for messing it up. After a little more time and preparation, we pop the cupcakes into the oven and wait. I absolutely love the smell of baking, especially cupcakes. I take a big whiff in the air and catch a nice scent of nothing? I can't smell anything. Damn! What cruel, unfeeling mistress took away my sense of smell when there were cupcakes? They will rue this day! Probably not. Anyway, this went by faster than I was expecting. I still have an hour before I have to hang out with someone else. Aha! I've got it! Hey, Natsuki! It looks like we have some time until we have to pull them out of the oven. Do you want to read manga or something?
I guess we could. Just don't make it weird like you did last time.
What does she mean by that? I thought she enjoyed reading under the windowsill. She didn't complain about it anyway. Oh well, Natsuki's a bit of an odd case anyway. To my surprise, she pulls out the next volume of Parfait Girls that we were supposed to read. You just had that?
Yeah? What about it?
She looks away from me, blushing a little. Okay, that's weird. I didn't say anything strange, did I? I guess that's just how she is. Oh, nothing. I just wasn't expecting it, honestly. Besides, I've been waiting to read more with you anyway.
Don't say it like that!
You're making it weird. I will never understand her. Fair enough, I guess. Let's just read. I plopped down on the couch, followed shortly by my friend. We assume the same position that we do in the club room, except she's even more relaxed and closer than usual. Well, dang. There goes any concentration I would have had on Parfait Girls. Natsuki seems to be having the opposite issue, indulging in the colorful panels, laughing and pointing at them. It's nice to see her enjoy herself so much. It may not be the most exciting or fun thing in the world, but I really wouldn't rather be doing anything else with her. We stay like that for a little under half an hour until the timer goes off for the cupcakes. I hadn't even noticed that it's been that long. After our manga marathon, stretching feels amazing. My head hurts even more now, and my stomach still hasn't settled down. I need to take more medicine when she leaves.
Hey, you mind helping me Frosties before I go?
I guess it couldn't hurt. She rummages around in her bag for a few minutes, pulling out the various tubes of frosting. It doesn't take too long before we're done. That just about does it! They look amazing! We step back from the oven and admire our work. She seems very pleased with our work, and I can't even blame her. These ones came out even better than the last batch. They look like dogs, cats, and ducks. They're so cute! I hope I'll be able to enjoy them later. Well, Your Highness, these may be the greatest treats on Earth.
You know it, Jack. I know. I am the greatest. There's no need to praise me.
We laugh at ourselves. It's good to be goofy every once in a while. Natsuki seems to have enjoyed herself. I'm glad. It looks like I'm halfway through my main goal. My chef friend breaks me out of my thoughts.
I think I should get going. Save some cupcakes for me.
Hey, who do I look like? Sayori? Both of us stifle a laugh. Maybe I can do this after all. Maybe I can make everyone happy one last time. I wave goodbye to my friend again, and she heads out the door. As much as I liked hanging out with her, I need her to leave faster. My head is killing me, and I need to take pills now, before I attempt to hang out with Monica or Yuri. I stumble to the medicine cabinet and pull out the same bottle from earlier. Hello again. I think this is the start of a great new friendship. I chuckle to myself in spite of the pain. Man, I feel even worse than earlier. My legs feel like they're closing in again, even more so than earlier. There's a vile feeling in my throat, dry and coarse. I need water. Maybe there's some more cups. What happened? Ow. Christ. I can't get up. There's a flash of pain whenever I try to. I have to support myself with my arm or else I'll fall again. Here we go again. Man, I'm weak. I don't know how much more I can put my body through today. I'm even more glad that I went to the park first now. Howling to my bed, I pull my phone out of my pocket and attempt to call someone over. I can't believe I was out for 10 minutes. This will not get any easier. I click on Monica's contact and press it, trying my hardest to sound healthy. It occurs to me that I don't actually have a plan on what to do with her. That'll probably be important. Hello, Jack. How are you? Monica's voice startles me. I didn't even notice that she picked up. Sup, Monica? I'm fine. So, are you free right now? I don't have any plans for the next couple of hours, and yeah. Monica giggles. I wonder what's so funny. I'd love to. What do you have in mind? Crap. I was hoping she would suggest something for us to do. Well, we could... A piece of paper on my desk catches my eye. Bingo! We could discuss poems. I'm actually in a bit of a rut with my latest one. Nice save, man. Hopefully she didn't notice my lack of planning. That sounds perfect. Let me finish wrapping up this pep rally, and I'll be right over. Wow, I didn't even know there was a rally today. I really should have paid more attention in school. I'm not surprised that she volunteered to help. She's such a great student. I wish I could have been as good as her. All right, I'll see you then. Just come in when you get here. The door will be unlocked for you. The phone hangs up and I feel relieved that I can cough. Man. That was way more violent than usual. My body is not taking very kindly to this. I spit up a little more blood. Ah! I hate that ringing. I cover both of my ears. Oh. Oh no. I can't hear anything in my left ear. Damn it! It's just going to get worse and worse. I can't keep doing this. Everything's going wrong. Maybe it'd be best for me to stop. I lay down on my back in any attempt to ease my head's pounding. I stare up at the ceiling. Why did this have to happen to me? Just why? Why won't it end sooner? If I'm going to keep getting worse, then why am I putting myself through all this suffering? Maybe better if I don't. I push myself to my desk, struggling to stay up. I fall into my chair and pull out an empty piece of paper. I don't even know what to say or how to say it. I scribble furiously on the paper, hoping to make my messages as clear and concise as possible. Jack, I'm here! Oh, crap. I didn't think she'd get here so soon. A thought crosses my mind. Maybe she can help me out? I'm up here, Monica! I don't even try to sound good anymore. That's too much effort. She's coming up the stairs. I can hear her with my right ear. I don't turn around to face her, opting to stay at my desk. Jack? I think she knows something is wrong. She looks quite concerned. Jack, are you okay? You look... I probably feel just about as good as I look. I chuckle through gritted teeth. It feels like my lungs are filling up with some fluid. Is everything alright, Jack? Do I need to call an ambulance? You don't need to do that, Monica. There's not much they can do for me anyway. What do you mean? I debate whether or not I should tell her now. On the one hand, this is miserable. But on the other, I don't want her to pity me and not get anything done for the next hour. That's not important right now. Can we please just focus on the poetry? I tried to sound as polite as possible, but I don't know how well that came through with my grainy... Monica doesn't look very satisfied with the answer, but doesn't protest. I feel bad for brushing it off, but I need to make her happy now. My ailment could wait. Okay, Jack. Let me see your work. I do the paper as quickly as I can and fold my head onto my arms. care if Monica's concerned right now. There's nothing else I can do to ease the pain. Monica examines the paper silently. It's blissfully quiet in here. Jack? Jack! Huh? What? What? You were out for half an hour. I've been trying to wake you up for a while. What? There's no way I've been out for that long. I just closed my eyes for like 3 seconds. Jack, you have to tell me what's wrong. I won't take no as an answer. I don't think I in months longer. Monica seems very steadfast about her decision. I swallowed through her closed throat. I'm dying, Monica. Yeah, I don't think I could have said that any different. Monica looks justifiably upset at the words. What? What are you talking about, Jack? This isn't funny. I know it's not funny. I've had to deal with this all day, Monica. Do you know what it's like living with the knowledge that today would be your last day alive? What it's like to have so many unresolved dreams? I can't stop myself. It's like a relief switch was flipped, and every little emotion I'd been hiding burst out all at once. You don't know how hard it is to look at Sayori and Natsuki and tell them everything was fine. My body's been shutting down all day. I can't even hear out of my left ear. Monica shifts around out of sight. I don't care where she goes right now. That felt good spilling like that. I close my eyes. The light is starting to hurt my head even more. I feel something wrap around my chest. It feels like a pair of arms. My chest is crushed, but I can't say I didn't need a hug. I hear Monica sniffling in my good ear. She rests her head on my shoulder. I don't think there's anything I could do that would help her. I don't think anyone can be helped in this situation. Monica, I want you to promise me that you won't tell the others. This is something that I need to do. She doesn't respond right away. I don't blame her, honestly. If I was in her position, I wouldn't know what to say either. Who would know what to say? It's not like anyone can just say you're healed, and that would be fine. No. I'm dying. That's that. I won't, Jack. I promise. When were you going to tell the others? I was going to tell them tonight, around 10:30. I want to be there. I figured she was going to say something like that. Monica's a good friend. I was going to invite you to come back regardless around then. I know Monica isn't the type to push problems further than when they need to be. She knows when to keep on a subject and when to change something. She knows when to keep on a subject and when to leave something be. Were you planning on talking to Yuri? I was going to ask to meet up with her at about 9. Well, we still have an hour until then. Do you want to discuss poetry? I mulled the question over in my head. That honestly sounds like a great idea. I'd love to, Monica. Thank you. Monica seems to have stopped crying, which is good. So, about your poem from earlier. Oh. I forgot about that one. I like where it's going. However, you don't seem to be exactly confident in what you're writing about. Like, you're almost there, but you still haven't fully committed to the premise of your work. I can see what you're going for, so your word choice is good, but your delivery still needs some tweaking. Okay, maybe I could have phrased that last part better. I'm sorry, Jack. I didn't mean it like that. I burst into painful laughter. I know what she was trying to say. I would have probably said the same thing. You're fine, Monica. I needed a laugh right about now. Thanks. Monica gives me a sympathetic smile. Anyway, here's a poem I've been working on. She looks like she made a realization. The subject matter of the poem is a little coincidental, given your current circumstances. I raise an eyebrow at Monica as she passes her poem to me. Fate at the end of time. What is time but a man-made concept? What does time mean? Time is what by which we measure our days, months, years, and lives with. What will it mean when it all goes away? What do you think happens when the Earth's clock runs out of batteries? Will the fresh bear be put in and reset everything? Or will the contacts of the terminals corrode, becoming irreversibly damaged? Will anything remain when it all goes away? And why do we push ourselves on when we know time will run out? What's the point to all this struggling if it'll all be for naught? Why do we keep going on? Can we leave anything behind when it all goes away? What if we could? What if we were able to leave something behind? Does that make everything we do worth it? Will everything be left to the hands of fate at the end of time? Oh, I see why Monica said it was coincidental. Well, Monica, I like it, in spite of the subject matter. It's a great poem, Monica. That's good, Jack. I'm happy you liked it. There's an awkward silence in the air. Normally Monica has something to say, but today is an obvious exception. I laugh as a thought comes to my mind. Hey, Monica. Yeah? You remember the first time we shared poems? Specifically when you read mine for the first time. Yeah, I do! That's good. I'll never forget what you said to me when you finished reading. You smiled and gave me a writing tip. I wasn't even sure you were actually listening at the time, but I'm glad you remember. I think it's time for Jack's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, things happen in your life that will sap all motivation and courage to touch your pen to the paper. Don't let these things get in your way or affect your flow. You are strong enough to overcome them, no matter what happens. Oh. I know what you're talking about. But I don't know if I can do that. I'm not as strong as you think I am, Jack. I shake my head, mustering all of my strength into a smile. I know you are, Monica. You'll be able to get through this. Can you promise me something? What? Please keep the literature club going. The club is filled with bright, passionate girls, and I would hate to be the reason that it disbands. Monica ponders the request while looking like she's fighting an inner battle. I love the literature club. So does everyone else. I would hate to see it end. It doesn't take long before it looks like she's come to a conclusion. I'll keep it going. For you. I give Monica a slight smile, but she still looks uncertain. There's only one thing left for me to do. I wrap Monica in a hug, letting slow tears fall from my eyes. Monica reciprocates, laying her head onto my shoulder. Monica's breathing is soft, yet shallow. Her heart is beating quickly. I love you, Jack. Just as she says that, my phone goes off. I don't know how to respond to that, so I pull my phone out, acting like I didn't hear it. It's a text from Yuri? Why is she texting me? I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. Huh? 9 o'clock? I go over the text in my head. Good evening, Jack. I was told you wanted to meet up with me. Is that correct? What? How
does she know? I think I should get going. I'll see you at 10:30, Jack.
Monica rushes out of the room.
What was that all about?
Oh well. I go back to my phone, responding to Yuri's text as quickly as possible. Every type is agony on my body. I persevere through the pain and send instructions to her. You know, telling Monica what was happening felt so much better than I expected. It made me feel a little better. I think I can do this. You would think I'd be used to that by now. You know what? I think I'm gonna stay here until Yuri gets here. It'll hurt too much to try to stand. You know, all things considered, I had a pretty good life. Sure, it wasn't perfect, but no one's life is. Are there things I would have done differently? Of course. But all things considered, it was a good life. I'm tired. So very tired. Jack! Well, it's time to scrape up my last feats of strength to get up. Whoa. That's different. It's hard to see. I can't even read the poem that I was writing earlier today. Damn it. Hello, Jack. Monica's told me about your situation. Are you feeling all right? Is there anything I can get you? His words are barely comprehending. Everything sounds like it's underwater. I can't tell if it's the sickness that's causing it or if my mind is playing tricks on me. Everything sounds wonky. I don't know. Panic begins setting in. This isn't good. I need to calm down or else I'll pass out again. Jack! I'm sorry for raising my voice. What I meant to say was that I have some tea here that might help calm your nerves and ease the afflictions. I was hoping we'd get to read more of Portrait of Markov, but right now you seem to be unwell. That reminds me. What did Monica tell you anyway? Oh, well, she told me you weren't feeling very well and suffered from a fainting spell while she was here. Oh, so she didn't tell her everything. Thank you for keeping your word, Monica. Yeah, I haven't been feeling great all day. Monica and I just need to go over some poems. Very well, Jack. If you don't mind, I need a few minutes to prepare the tea for you. Yuri moves around my room, plugging her kettle into the same outlet where she put the diffuser while we made the banner. I sink to my bed, trying as hard as possible to minimize movement. Tea's ready, Jack. Yuri moves in front of me, taking up a majority of my vision. The worrying thing is the fact that I can't see anything past her. I think the lights are still on, but it's pitch black around us. That can't be good. Hey, Yuri? Yes? You didn't happen to turn the lights off, did you? I did not. Crap. I was hoping she wouldn't say that. I feel what I think is a cup being placed in my hands. I can't tell if it's hot or cold anymore. It's just there. Yuri, can you help me? I hear shifting around and feel my breath depressed by my chest. Okay. Can you sit up? I shift my weight to where it would be the least painful way to sit up. My lungs feel like they're being punctured, causing a hacking fit. I don't think I'm going to be able to drink anything at this rate. I'm sorry, Yuri. I can't drink this. Yuri stands up and unplugs the kettle. I'm sorry. I think it'd be best if I left. I seem to have only made things worse for you. They both operate, which proves to be a bad idea. What? Jack, lay down! You need rest. Please, don't leave, Yuri. You being here is more than enough for me. Yuri sits around, still uncomfortable at the idea. I hope she doesn't blame herself for me hurting so much. I have an idea. You said you wanted to read more portrait, didn't you? I would like to finish it with you, but I don't know if that would be possible in your current state. Do you think you could read it to me? Yuri seems to pause. If you would like that, I don't see why not. Yuri sets her kettle in the bag she got it from and resumes her sitting position from a few minutes ago. I close my eyes and allow Yuri to find where we were. If you remember, we were reaching the climax, which sees our main hero pitted against a final obtrusion to her freedom. She clears her throat and begins delving into the final chapter of the book. And there they were, a collection of people growing by the second. Surrounded on every side, the cult leader closes in, brandishing a knife at least 10 inches in length. Yuri continues reading, occasionally checking to see if I'd passed out. Truthfully, I couldn't tell if I was awake or not. It's the strangest thing. It feels like I'm in a twilight zone, half conscious and half out. Surely enough, she reaches the end of the book, and I can't say I understood it. This is where multiple readings would have been beneficial, but that's just not a luxury that I have at my disposal. Yuri hasn't said anything for a few minutes. I force my eyes open and look around. Yuri? Yes, Jack? Nothing. I just didn't know if you had left or not. What time is it? It's 10:25. Shit. God damn it! I must have had a bigger reaction than I thought because Yuri rushes to my bedside. It's okay. Monica and Natsuki just let me know that they were almost here, and they would collect sorry before coming in. Oh, that's a relief. All this excitement causes a tightness in my throat. I can't tell if I'm about to throw up, have a heart attack, or pass out. Maybe all three. That must be them. I'll be right back. Please, come in. But I think Jack would appreciate it if you all remained quiet.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah. That's them. I must have winced at her volume because she looks concerned.
Are you okay?
Sorry, I always was a big-hearted goof, we thought later. I know I have to tell them, but I don't know how to. Well, that's why you're all here. I don't think I'm ready for this. Who would be? Even if I had weeks to prepare, I still wouldn't know what to say to these girls. Every time I tried to open my mouth, every word I had thought of left from my mind. An indescribable sense of dread wells within me. Everyone looks uncomfortable. There's this look on everyone's face that spells out uncertainty. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. I try to speak more, but nothing happens. My lungs are inflamed. I can't talk a lot. My lungs can't support any more long sentences. There's a scratching feeling in my throat with liquid rising in it. I double over on the floor and hack up a sizable clump of blood.
Yeah. Jack, are you okay?
No. And I can't even scream out for help. My health is deteriorating quickly, and I can feel it. I can't. I was finally able to force those words out of my throat. My eyes pleadingly shoot to Monica. She seems to understand. Okay, everyone. Their eyes all shift to Monica, confusion written on their faces. As some of you may have noticed earlier, Jack hasn't been feeling great today. There isn't any delicate way to put this, so I'm going to be blunt with you all. Jack is dying. Hearing all their tears breaks my heart. It's horrible to be the cause of all of this. Why did I have to know? Why couldn't I have just been dying without knowing it? Because I knew I was dying, I caused all of this.
It's not true. Tell me it's not true.
I shake my head at Sayori, my eyes glistening with the pain of 1,000 suns. Sorry, Sayori. Sayori rushes up and envelops me in a hug. The other girls are sniffling, their cries echoing in the chambers of my heart. This is torturing. Sayori's tears are piercing the thin fabric of my shirt.
Why, Jack? Why did this have to happen? You said things would be how they always were. You were supposed to be by my side.
Sayori's shouting at the top of her lungs, which I can't blame her for. I've been trying my hardest not to all day. I wanted so badly to scream and have somebody answer me. Sure, it wouldn't have done anything, but at least somebody would respond. The worst part about all of this was having to go through it alone. My distraught friend brings her mouth next to my ear and whispers something that makes me dizzy all over again.
You're the only reason I'm still alive, Jack.
What? What did she say? Sorry considered that? I have to tell her that things will be okay, even if it takes all my energy away. Sayori, listen to me. My voice is weak, barely above a raspy whisper. You are the best person on earth. You are my best friend. You're the person I trust the most. I don't know how tough things are for you, and I'm sorry I couldn't be there to see you beat your depression. But I want you to promise me that you'll get through this, for my sake. My time may be up, but yours is only beginning. She's silent. I don't like the silence. It's concerning. Please, Sayori, please promise me.
I'll try. For you. I love you, Jack.
I smile. I never thought that I made this big of an impact on my best friend. I love you too. Sayori gets off of me, wiping her eyes with her forearm.
How much longer do you have?
I don't know. Worse than 2 hours. Everyone's face drops again. No one seems to find the right words to say. I don't dare try to speak. There's a thickness in the air that I've never felt before. Okay, everyone. I have an idea for what we can do. I'm curious to see what Monica has to say. How about we all write one last poem for Jack? The room remains silent. It's just like the first day of club. Yes, let's.
If Jack's in, I'm in.
Okay. If it's for Jack. Okay. Let's get started. Monica passes out paper to everyone, taking from the stack I keep on my desk. A solemn silence takes over them as we begin to write. This is excruciatingly painful, but I need to do this to give the girls one last goodbye. I've lost track about how much time has passed. Looking at the clock reveals that an hour has gone by. Monica goes out to the four of us. Okay, everyone. It's time to share poems. Everyone winces at those words, clearly upset by the context. Sari hands me her poem first. I strain my eyes trying to read it.
Best friend. What do you call a best friend? A best friend can be many things. The one you can share all your secrets with or love until the end. Someone by you to share the day. What would you do if they went away? Would you wait for the sun on a rainy day? And how would you continue with that person gone? I need my best friend. My best friend has always been my tether. He always keeps me on the ground when my head was in the clouds. Please stay with me for as long as you can. I'll be lost without my best friend. I guess my friend has to leave. Rain clouds are closing in. It's getting hard to breathe. I'll be here to take your place, waiting for the day until I can see you again. And now, you're calling on me to be a best friend.
Sayori. It's great. Tears are threatening to escape my tired eyes. This time, however, they aren't ones of anger, fear, or frustration. They're tears of joy. Sayori's looking at me with a depressed tinge of finality in her eyes.
I'm going to miss you, Jack. Thank you for being my best friend from the start.
Sayori hangs her head low and walks to my bed, taking a seat. She's sobbing into her hands. I wish I could do something to help her. Natsuki quickly approaches me, avoiding making eye contact.
Goodbyes aren't forever. It's never an easy thing to do, to say goodbye to someone who meant so much. How'd you go about uttering that finalizing phrase? One that affects something for the rest of your days. How could I possibly say it? Why is there such an evil thing as a goodbye? Something that destroys so many lives, and what sadness is the only thing that it derives? Why do I need to say it? Who invented such a cruel word? Why does that word even need to exist? Why can't goodbyes be widely dismissed? What if I can't say it? I guess there's no way around this. Nothing to do that can change the outcome. It's over, finished. It's completely done. I have no choice but to say it. Who would have thought such a dummy could make it so hard to say goodbye? How about a friendly see you later?
Oh. Natsuki must have gone somewhere while I was reading the poem. I can't blame her. I'm struggling to face these girls enough as it is. Monika walks over to where Natsuki presumably is and starts talking to her softly. Natsuki doesn't respond. I'm sorry for pushing this onto you. Yuri slowly hands me her poem, shrinking into a seat when she's given it to me. Ghost Under the Lake, Part 3. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. The silhouetted figures fading away. My heart's flutters beginning to falter. It was supposed to be this one! In the distance, a blue-green light flicker approaches. But the fading figure obstructs its path, halting it in its pursuit. Time stops. The figure once more outstretches his arm, touching me ever so slightly. It is calming. My heart is slowed to a crawl. The warmth increases in this ghost's heart. The figure, though now gone, still has a presence in my soul. Ghosts are blue-green, but my heart is forever amber. I am no longer a ghost in your eyes. I look up to face Yuri. Though she's still vastly uncomfortable, she seems to be looking at me with a sort of confidence in her eyes. I can see the cogs in her head turning, formulating the next words to come out of her mouth. I want to thank you, Jack. You showed interest in what I had to say, which is not something that happens very often. Thanks to you, I have confidence in opening up to people a little more. I'm going to miss you, Jack. Thank you for everything that you've done. Yuri gives me a timid hug, easing into it after a few seconds. We sit like that for a few minutes until Monica taps her shoulder and says something. She nods and heads to where Natsuki is. I guess that means it's my turn to share, huh? I nod gravely to her, to which she nods back. I can't say I'm ready for this. Me neither, Monica. Me neither. Monica slides me her poem and remains in front of me. The other side. I've always wondered what was on the other side. What it has, what'll remain. It seems like one of our group is going to see that other side. I don't know exactly what's in store for us, but I know one thing is certain. A hole will be left from your departure, casting a bright, glaring light, scorching my already scorched retinas. I'd always questioned if it truly existed. Will you tell me when you get there? I wish you the best on your final journey, although an okay everyone will feel quite empty. I may not know what's on the other side, but I know you'll find me when it's my time. Goodbye, my friend. I'll miss you. I finish the poem and look up at her with sullen eyes towards my friend. She only offers a slight smile back. We love you, Jack. I smile, coughing again. Something isn't right. This time's more violent than any other. I look around at all the girls, all of them terrified. All except for Sayori, who appears to have fallen asleep. Jack, are you okay? I don't think so, but I can't respond. My lungs are getting heavy. I double over and throw up a red mixture of fluids. Jack!
I opened my eyes to see that I'm in Jack's room. I opened my eyes to find that I'm in Jack's room. I must have fallen asleep. Where is everybody? I thought Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki were with... Oh my god! Jack! I look around and notice something covered in a blanket on the floor. Someone put a note on my phone. I pick it up and read it quickly. I'm sorry, Sayori. He's gone. We're here if you need us. Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki.
Thank you. Well, it seems you've reached the end of Doki Doki 12 Hours. Firstly, I want to take this time to thank you. As a new modder, it means so much that you find the story that I have to tell important enough to devote your time to. I've always found the concept of time interesting. Why we use it, why we fear it. It would be a lie if I said I had never thought about what I would do in my final hours. A life is a beautiful thing, confined to such a short time frame. Make the most of it. Tell your loved ones how much they mean to you. Never let them forget it. And once the body's hourglass runs out, don't spend your final days in regret. Instead, go on to that next adventure smiling. I propose to you a question. What would you do with 12 hours? Well, it surely was something to go through this mod again. But it's such a strange feeling To know that something I made, that something that I spent hours upon hours of writing, coding, and just creating, reached such the audience that it has. I remember one time my friend on Discord has messaged me saying that my mod had been looked at by a YouTuber named Canemonger. Now at that point, I had little knowledge about who that was, but apparently he's a big Doki tuber. And to see my mod, my little passion project, to see that it was looked at and played by someone like that and seen by such a massive audience, it really humbled me. Hell, I still check that video daily for new comments to see if anything has been said, and I respond to just about every comment that I think I would have something to say towards. And I've looked at every video released about this mod. It's crazy just how far it's gotten, really. I mean, there's an Android port of it. There's a version of it that was translated. To which language, I'm not sure, but it's been translated before. And that just makes me happy. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you. And I also want to give a little announcement of sorts. A few announcements, actually. 1. I've been working recently with Bass Pony on Within Encore as co-writer, and we recently released the demo for it to coincide with the modding expo that just took place over Thanksgiving. And we're working hard at that. Working really hard at it. 2. The last mod that I had announced, Stretching Shadows, is still being produced, and it's still in the writing phase. I've got about 40 pages or so on the document that I'm writing for. So I hope to have that done and finished by the end of the year, the script anyway. And last, I have a new mod in the works. It's titled Tuesday, and it's a story between Natsuki and MC. It's going to take place entirely from the MC's point of view, with no other characters talking or any dialogue from anyone else. And it's just going to be a story. It's going to be about an hour in length, like 12 hours is, and I really hope you enjoy what I'm doing with it. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, if 12 hours is one of your favorite mods released for DDLC, then please, I want to talk about it in the comments. I want to have conversations with you and just talk about the mod and I guess what it meant to you. But until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.